more illegal timber is imported from Ukraine to the EU than from any other country in the world. This is what the non-governmental British organization Earthsight revealed in its July 2018 report. For over 2 years, the organization had been documenting facts of corruption in the country and monitored links with foreign markets and transnational timber companies.
Попри навіть прийнятий мораторій на експорт необробленої деревини з України, все рівно зловживання та схеми, сірі і чорні схеми з експортом української деревини, вони залишилися. Аналіз, факти надані також в цьому дослідженні.
A few days after the publication of Earthsight report, the Cabinet of Ministers appointed the State Audit Service of Ukraine to examine all forestries. One of key problems found by examiners was incorrect information specified on certificates about origin of timber. High-quality Ukrainian timber was exported abroad as firewood. According to the 2018 report of government, state forestries took part in this scheme.
З ОСПи почали використовувати сірі схеми при експорті дров паливних, фактично відправляючи ділову деревину. І коли порівняти митні дані між тим, що українська деревина експортується як палена деревина, а, наприклад, в Румунії вона завозиться під іншим кодом, використовуючи фірми з іноземними юрисдикціями.
One example from the audit agency's report. On the basis of documents issued by Чернівці Regional Department of Forestry and Hunting, Beregomets Forestry exported poor-quality timber to Romania, namely twigs, logs, shrubs. But auditors found that high-quality timber was exported with the help of forged documents. A fine of 8.5 million hryvnias was imposed on Beregomets Forestry for such actions. Two neighboring forestries received fines in the amount of 13 million hryvnias. The key role in the scheme was played by Чернівці Regional Department of Forestry and Hunting. It provided forged documents for so-called firewood. In 2019, UNTAC investigators traveled to western Ukraine. This is the greenest region of country, and these are some of the last intact forests left in all of Europe. These forests are managed by Чернівці Regional Department of Forestry and Hunting. And this is Роман Череватий in the prisoner's dock. He is former head of Чернівці Regional Department of Forestry and Hunting. In October 2017, he was caught during transfer of the bribe. According to the investigation, he covered up the illegal logging and export of timber with forged documents. The audit service examined the period when he was the head of department, namely in 2016 and 2017.
На даний час Череватий РЄ обвинувачує вчинення тяжкого злочину, пов'язаного з корупцією, який характеризується підвищеною суспільною небезпекою, за яке передбачено покарання виключного позбавлення волі на срок від 4 до 8 років.
According to the investigation, Череватий transferred the bribe to Ivan Tychina, who is the head of Чернівці branch of the Economic Protection Department of the National Police of Ukraine.
9.10.2017 року Череватий РЄ з метою уникнення відповідальності за порушення допущення діяльності лісових господарств Чернівецької області наданих правомірного виводу працівникам Національної поліції.
Witnesses in this case are former directors of 3 other forestries. According to investigators, in October 2017, they, together with Roman Череватий, came to the head of the National Police Tychina to make a deal according to which the latter would not conduct inspections and would turn a blind eye to the facts of deforestation in Beregomet and other forestries of Чернівці region. But despite the alleged involvement of these forestry enterprises, only Роман Череватий is in the prisoner's dock today. The investigation has been ongoing for 2 years. During this time, Роман Череватий, who was caught red-handed during transfer of the bribe by the prosecutor's office, managed to be reinstated twice. Today, he is removed from office following a court order in December 2019.
Декілька разів відстороняли мене від посади вже. Це другий раз, як я вийшов на роботу по тим чи іншим обставинам. Але на сьогоднішній день прокуратура оперує і доводиться ж таки те, що я можу знищити якісь документи.
The judge does not trust Череватий and removes him from office for the third time.
Клопотання задоволення 3 сторони, то обвинувачення Чернівецького Романа Івановича від посади першого заступника начальника Чернівецького обласного управління лісового та мисливського господарства, головного лісничного строком на 2 місяці, тобто до 28 грудня 2019 року. Ухвала оскарження не підлягає.
Це політичне замовлення, мабуть.
According to the investigation, the scheme of timber export worked like this. Череватий, together with directors of forestries, organized the illegal sale of timber to private companies in the region, including the private company Krastok. And Krastok exports this timber to Romania. And TAC research has found that Krastok also sold timber from several state forestry enterprises in the region to the private company Ispas Progress Wood. An individual named Svetlana Kolotilo received the income from Ispas Progress Wood in 2017 and 2018. She is the wife of Mikhailo Kolotilo. The latter happens to be trustee person of the already familiar head of the police, Ivan Tychina, who received the bribe from Roman Череватий for not noticing the illegal logging. This official of state forestry, who was arrested 2 years ago during the bribe transfer, still holds the leading position in the forestry industry. The trial against him has been ongoing for 3 years. Meanwhile, the same companies continue to export large volumes of timber from state logging enterprises, which are being investigated.
Іноземні виробники, купуючи українську деревину, мають звертати увагу на легальність її походження, оскільки наявні приклади незаконних рубок або підробки документів.
The main customer for this timber, tainted with corruption, is Austrian timber giant Eger, who has a huge factory just over the Ukrainian border in Romania. Over whole of 2019, Eger purchased 32,925 tons from Beregomets SVE and Krastok, the firms implicated in the corruption scandal, combined, which represented 48% of all Eger's Ukrainian imports that year. Total import from Beregomets and Krastok during 2019 were valued at $1,962 million. And even as the world was on lockdown, timber from these Ukrainian firms continued to flood over the border to Eger this year.
Так, мале підприємство «Красток», яке є постачальником румунської компанії «Егер», є неодноразовим фігурантом кримінальних проваджень щодо незаконних рубок. Берегометський лісгосп, який також постачає деревину тому ж таки румунському «Егеру», був оштрафований за підробку митних документів.
Much of Eger's supply is used to make cheap, flat-packed furniture sold by major brands. Perhaps the customers who are decorating their homes with this furniture should stop for a second to think about where this wood really comes from.